Hi, Sagittarius. It's Power and Light Tarot coming at you with the reading. And this is Dee Fernandez, your tarot reader, your psychic, your astrologer, and your past life regression practitioner. Let's get into it today. And I hope you guys are all well, right? And Sagittarius, take what fits and leave the rest out, right? Yeah, it's kind of like when you have friends, or, you know, you hang with the good ones and you let the other ones fizzle out, right? That's what you you let them kind of hit the road, right? Yeah, when you find out they're not a true friend. All right, so let's see here, but there's probably a lot of truths in this reading. See what we got for you guys today. We have a couple of oracle decks, and we have the Loyal Heart, and we see the two owls here, and they are facing each other, and this is, you know, Mr. Owl and Mrs. Owl basically, and they're loving each other, they're loyal to each other. It's also an 8. They have the key to each other's heart, and you know, the 35 is an 8, and so 8s are about progress and change and power, personal power. Yeah, it's based on, you know, we could say that it is definitely kind of, you know, based on the 8th house, which is the house that Scorpio rules, which is about power. Scorpio is powerful. It's also about change, right? 8s are about change. And that's what Scorpio's about, the 8th house. It's about profound change, which is transformation. So this is something very beautiful and transformative, and about love, for sure it is, and loyalty. We have blessed. And, you know, this is a number 4. The 22 is a 4, which is stability. So there is some stability here between two people who are really loyal to each other. Maybe they have just recognized that loyalty, or maybe you're already in a relationship with somebody, Sagittarius, where, you know, it is a major loyalty going on between you guys, right? Let me open this door, you guys, because it's hotter than July over here, like Stevie Wonder sings. Okay, so I have a new mic here, so no more static. I noticed that, and I was like, oh God, this mic needs to go. So let's see what we have for you guys, and let me push this in here. Yeah, everything's fine. I'm going to move this light out of the way because it's a little bit too much glare. So here we have, yeah, blessed, and that is the fairy, and she's, you know, kind of curling. She's like a fairy, but she looks like a mermaid, but she's a fairy. Yeah, that's kind of interesting. The bottom of her looks like a fish. It does. Let's see what else we have. And today we're going to use this deck over here, and we start with Solitude. And she has a broken heart. This woman here, her name is Alejandra. And let's look at Alejandra and see what it has to say about her. This is kind of a major arcana in this deck. Oh, here it is. Silence, interiority. Yeah, just going within, and space. All right. This is about somebody who wrote poetry. Yeah. About silence, kind of themes of silence, absence, madness, which is crazy, right? Craziness. It's not, you know, I'm angry with you. No. And death, again and again. That's very 8th house stuff. Death, right? Transformation is death. Her own struggle with depression led to an intentional overdose of Seconal at the age of 36. Oh, wow. So it sounds like she died, right? That has everything to do with the 8th house. It does. Wow. All right. So somebody could have really suffered here, maybe. But they've changed. There's some major change here, and somebody here was kind of depressed and holding on to their broken heart here, because that's what she's doing. Let's see what else we have. And we have the praying mantis. Let's have a look at the praying mantis. It's usually about fun and manipulation. Somebody could have manipulated somebody here. They might have, and maybe they broke the other person's heart. Maybe they broke their own heart, right? That's always a possibility, right? Yeah, I know it sounds strange a little bit, but yeah. And let's find the praying mantis. I think I've seen one before. They're kind of cute bugs, yeah, or insects rather. But where is he? Here it is. And this is wit, manipulation, and fun. So, you know, the wit part here, maybe somebody is very intelligent, could be. There was probably some manipulation going on in this reading because of the broken heart, right? Let's get another card for Sagittarius. And we have the Noose. And this is about somebody feeling anxiety and threatened in some way, not by somebody necessarily, like, you know, not like that. Self-sabotage. Wow. I think somebody broke their own heart in this reading. Most likely by way of their own manipulation. And I feel like they have learned here that they are very loyal. They could have maybe broken the other person's heart, realizing how loyal they are in late in the game. But it's possible here that somebody just was loyal and they got their heart broken, right? That's always loyalty. That can always happen, right? When you really give. And we have the teacup, and this talks about going within. That's really all it is. And that's what this lady was doing with her solitude, right? Or in her solitude, rather. Yeah. This talks about a small mind. So it talks about somebody who just says, hey, screw it. Let me just kind of go within. But I don't think it's so much going within, like, it's just more like resting, like taking care of yourself, that type of, and kind of this screw it attitude, like, well, you know, if things have been tough or whatever, I need to kind of rest and kind of be in my small mind a little bit, yeah, and not be, you know, social, things like that. We have the bees, and this is togetherness. Somebody wants to be with you, Sagittarius, for sure they do. And we have the loyal heart as the overall energy. That's the first card here, right? So let's see what these cards have to say, the tarot cards. And we're putting the cards out spontaneous. I saw somebody's comment. But I was out of town, and I didn't have my tripod, so I just had to, I didn't have my equipment. So I just had to kind of wing it. And so I was holding the camera, put the cards down first because I had to hold the camera, right? So let's see what we got for you guys. If you want to get a psychic reading with me, Sagittarius, I always check my work for accuracies, and they're lots of fun. You choose the format, a live video call or a recording, or record the video call. I can do that. If you have questions about somebody or you're just uncertain about where they're coming from, you should get one of those. And I always recommend the one where you get the tarot reading at the end, after the psychic portion, but you choose. You can get a tarot reading on its own. Mystic Sense has a free 5-minute psychic reading, and I do past life sessions, and those are super powerful. If you guys know about Dolores Cannon, and those are really helpful for your evolution. That's what they are connected to the South Node and the North Node. The South Node is about your past lives, and the North Node is living your best life here on Earth. Yeah. So let's see what we have. And we start with the World card at the bottom of the deck. And everything's below in the description box, Sagittarius. All right. The World card is here. Somebody has a brand new world. The World card is like a major completion. It's, about endings and new beginnings. It's also about somebody who is super, it's about maturity, coming full circle. That is about maturity, right? It sure is. It's about wisdom and learning. And this lady here, I got to cover her boobs here, right? Or her breast, rather. But this lady is, she's happy and she's dancing there. She is the dancer. And the thing about that lady is she has learned. She was the hermit at one time. She was the hanged man. She was, the death card, or she was feeling that energy, definitely. The Wheel of Fortune, all of it, the Empress. So she learned. She has went to the school of hard knocks pretty much. And now she is mature. And this is about achieving what she wants to achieve now. It can be about being open to what she has always wanted. It can be about a wish. It can be about a great wish that you are now manifesting for yourself. It is closing out cycles that no longer serve you because of the maturity here, the intuition, the intelligence, and the insight, and all those good things, right? And a bunch of learning lessons. Yeah, this is about karmic lessons as well, the World card. And it can be about travel in a whole nother way, right? So maybe you are traveling, Sagittarius, or you were, right? That's usually about kind of long distance travel, more than kind of, local, or, maybe going like, I don't know, 100 miles, something like that. It's kind of like ninth house Sagittarius stuff, travel. And we start with the Three of Cups, and we have the Strength card with it. The Strength card is sitting in the challenge here, or what we call the crossing position. It's kind of the influential. What's influencing this Three of Cups? Somebody has courage here to either reconcile with you or to join forces with you, and this person enjoys you, most likely, because nobody's really going to be really loyal to somebody if they don't really enjoy them. I know I'm not, right? No. If you're boring, or or we just don't kind of, maybe you're not boring, but we don't really gel, then this is important. Joy and laughter and fun and celebrating, it is. There's a time for everything, right? And the Seven of Wands, in the past, it's the Five of Swords. We have the Two of Cups. We have the Ace of Swords, Temperance, and the King of Wands. That may be you, Sagittarius, as the Temperance card. The Queen of Cups is here in the reading as well. There may be a water sign here, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio. There could be another fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sag. There could definitely be here. So in the reading, we start with this. As I said, we have the Three of Cups. The crossing energy is the Strength. I don't feel like the Strength was easy to come by with the Seven of Wands. Somebody had a hard time being like courageous. I feel like they probably did. Now, remember, we have the Noose. It talks about anxiety and somebody finally resting with the teacup after they've had anxiety, or after they self-sabotage themselves. There could be that in this reading, and that's a big theme, right? Yeah, it's a big theme in life. A lot of people do it, and they learn usually from it, and they don't never do it again, right? You're like, that was painful, right? Yeah, so I don't think I'm going to do that again. And let's move the camera down a little bit. I beg your pardon. I hope it's not making that noise. All right, let's get a card for the this energy here. We have the Page of Swords showing up in the reverse. No, it's in the upright. It sure is. And there we go. And so that Page of Swords is somebody who's curious. It's really about somebody having the courage and being curious. Well, if I'm strong enough to do this, probably to approach you, Sagittarius, or maybe to just give their all. Can I really find joy with Sagittarius, or a reconciliation? Somebody's giving their all in this reading, and I feel like in the past, they did not. Well, if they were self-sabotaging themselves, that's not giving, that's taking, right? That's taking from yourself, right? Yeah, self-sabotage. It's also taking from the universe. You might say, what does that mean, right? Well, if we're all on a lower frequency, then we are all, contributing to a lower frequency, a lower vibe, where people are not happy and they are not abundant, and just things like that. Yeah, and they're not healthy either. That's what a low frequency can do for the collective. Yes, it sure can. It can bring war and all kinds of stuff. Yeah. And so what's helping you, Sagittarius, is the Seven of Wands. And it's somebody who is probably overwhelmed, but somebody who may be standing up for themselves because of the self-sabotage. This is about somebody who is gaining their footing, or who has stood up for themselves, right? And if you're self-sabotaging, you are not standing up for yourself. You're letting yourself down, right? You are. Here's the Hangman reversed. All right, this could be also about somebody who is kind of resisting a water sign, could be, or a water sign is resisting somebody, and they are feeling overwhelmed about it. Not too overwhelmed, though, with the Strength card over here. Not too overwhelmed to sabotage this or to mess this up. Excuse me. We do have the Queen of Cups in the reading. And I feel like somebody has been released in this reading, most likely, or some type of quality for sure, because there's such, a major kind of ascension in this reading, evolution. Let's get another card. Queen of Wands. This could be about two people. This could be third party. It could definitely, because here's the Five of Swords for some, right next to the Three of Cups. Five of Swords is about victory and defeat, but it's more about defeat, really, because he's kind of smirky. This guy's laughing, and, people don't go to war and laugh, really, right? So he's, this is a war over here. Let's get a card. We have the Two of Wands with it. Yeah. So somebody chose to let something go, or to defeat something, or to just let it go, release it, surrender it, give it up. That's what happens here. But they're doing that because they want to win with you, Sagittarius. They want, this is a release in order to gain something. That's what's going on. The Two of Cups is here, and that is coming into play. It is. Let's see what we got with it. We have the Ace of Swords, and we have another Ace of Swords right here. So these are new beginnings, right? Especially when we have the Three of Cups to start the reading. This is a new beginning. It's a new beginning with clarity and power with the sword. And intelligence, for sure it is. Those are swords, right? And here's the Two of Cups. Wow, a brand new beginning where somebody makes a decision here. It's been made, I think so. But there's a decision here that somebody wants their best half, their other half, their significant other, their very significant other, their most significant other. We have the Five of Wands with it. Yeah, and so... this could be fighting, maybe, because we have these three people up here. There could be fighting in this reading between somebody who maybe is being released. There's challenges here. There are. Yeah, and we have the Ace of Swords here, and that's in the near future with the Strength card. We have those twice. We'll get another card, the King of Pentacles. So maybe we have a Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn here. There are a lot of people in this reading. That's what I mean about, like, third party, possibly. Yeah, these can be energies. Of course they are. But, yeah, the core cards are people to me more than the major arcanas, right? It depends, but a little bit more. Yeah, and Strength card with the Ace of Swords. This is more courage. Somebody has tamed their wild side. Could have been their insecure side because of the self-sabotage, right? And the Virgo card is here. We have the Hermit. There he is. And he is a virgin. He is, right? That's where Virgo comes from, the virgin. That's interesting. It is in astrology. But this is about gaining insight. This is definitely following your intuition. Somebody could have maybe went into, like, reflection, for sure. But the courage for a new beginning right here. And trusting their intuition. That's what I meant about clarity here as well. Somebody's really clear on who their person is in this reading. The Temperance card is in the advice with the Ten of Cups. This person feels like you are their happily ever after, Sagittarius. That is the advice here. That's the, yeah, it is. And the King of Wands is in the environment. That could be the physical environment, could be the psyche, at least the psyche for sure. Number one, right? Two of Cups, again, these are repeating cards, and they're quite beautiful. And we have the Ace of Cups, and it showed reverse. This is some type of an ending right here. That's why the Five of Swords is here. Sorry, you guys. Five of Swords, Five of Wands. This doesn't really mean an ending. Well, they can. They can mean, like, short-lived victories. But this five here, and this Ace of Cups reversed, and the Hangman, there's a release. Yeah. And so that's in your environment, Sagittarius. Somebody's making themselves available to you because they sabotaged themselves. Maybe they thought they just kind of sabotaged a relationship with you guys, but they really sabotaged themselves, right? It's like, oh, duh, right? Yeah, it's kind of like that. Page of Cups is in the hopes and fears. There he is, right, with the tulips on his dress. That's kind of cool. Right, and we have the Three of Cups again. So this is hopes and fears that this person wants to talk to you, Sagittarius, and they're hoping that after this conversation, you guys will reconcile. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Yep, and we have the Three of Pentacles. See, you'll reconcile, and everything will kind of work out between you guys. That's what they're hoping for. Wow, 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 wow. And here is the Queen of Cups in the potential outcome. And we have the Six of Wands, and this is definitely about a victory here. Yeah, a victory in love. I'm going to end this reading, you guys. It's a very cool reading. Thank you so much for joining me. If you want to get a reading with me, check out the description box. Lots of fun readings. I have different love readings too. I do. Right? And then, you know, make sure you guys please like, share, and subscribe, because that helps me to keep the algorithm going and to keep these videos coming to you. Thanks so much, you guys. Have a great night.